Good morning and welcome to my channel and maybe my hobby bench. I don't know, we'll see. I figured this is a good time for a mid to late year, early or late summer commentary on the status of the channel, what I am, what I represent, and my experience. Because there may be quite a few new viewers and subscribers to the channel that really haven't had the opportunity to peruse the thousands of videos that I've been producing and posting on this channel for the last 10 years. And so that's how long I've been producing videos for this YouTube channel and sharing my hobby in this way. And I want to say it that way because that's exactly what this channel is about. This channel is about a way that I have found to share my hobby and some of my experience and maybe a little bit of knowledge with the hobby community and with all of you. I have never ever considered myself an expert. I never refer to myself as an expert on glow engines, airplanes, flying, or anything. I'm just simply a modeler that is enjoying the hobby in the way that I have found that I like to enjoy the hobby, and that's by sharing and making videos. And now it's not just about making videos because I am a photographer, so I do take a lot of pictures, and making videos is also kind of a hobby of mine too. That's where I do a lot of experimentation with different video things, and video creation is via this hobby, while also at the same time hopefully informing you about some things about glow engines and the hobby. So as I said, I've been doing this hobby or this channel for 10 years, but I've been involved in the hobby since 1988. That's when I got introduced, that's when I got the bug to learn how to fly and glow engines, and I just fell in love with glow engines right away. So it isn't that I don't have any experience. I've got quite a bit of experience. Even though there's not a whole lot of videos of me flying, I have a ton of flying experience in my background, and it's just one of those things where sometimes in your life things are conducive, your situation is conducive to a lot of flying, and for the last 10 or 15 years it hasn't been all that conducive, and it's one of those things where I really enjoy the engines and the building aspect, even though I haven't had an opportunity or the space to build in a while, almost more than flying. Just because I was never into competition flying, I never did the pattern contests or anything like that. The thing I liked the most about flying, which was not always conducive to flying with other people, was I simply liked to just do takeoffs and landings. I would be more than happy to just go fly the pattern, the circuit for the day, doing takeoffs and landings. Now, many of you flyers know that you don't always want somebody just doing that. So that's what I enjoy doing. And now as I go through the pattern, I would probably do a roll or a loop or something, but it wasn't like I was into high speed or all these aerobatics. I can do some stuff, I can fly, but for the most part, for me, the bread and butter was taking off and landing. Those are the two most critical parts of flying RC airplanes, is being able to take off, gain altitude safely, and to bring it back home safely. That was really all that I was interested in. So anyway, that's a little bit about a background about me, my hobby, and where my current interests lie. Now, as you see, I put out a lot of videos, and that may make it sound like or appear like this is my full-time job. But I assure you, or my full-time occupation, I don't have a job. I will never ever have another job where I work for an employer again. So this is not my full-time occupation. Yes, I do spend some time, but basically everything you're seeing on the videos is the time I'm spending in the hobby. Now, I do service engines for other people. I typically am just replacing bearings, cleaning their engine up, tuning them, and getting them running so that they can go out and enjoy their engines and their airplanes. That's something I enjoy doing. But for the most part, I have a lot of other things going on in my life. A lot of other things. In fact, I'm going all the time. I'm averaging 14 hours a day of being up and active and doing things. So that kind of leads me to the end of this little commentary, in that I know that I've had a lot of engines on my list that I wanted to try to get run this fall or this summer, fall this year, and I really haven't managed to get through as many as I hoped. A lot of the reasons is because I've had a lot of customer engines come through. I've had a lot of people sending me engines to run and feature on the channel, engines that I haven't featured before. But I am trying to get through it, and then there are times where I just simply am kind of tired of it, or the weather isn't conducive. So I'm doing the best I can to get as many engine runs in as I can. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get too many in this week because of other commitments that I've got. But another little note about me is that I'm one of those people that I tried to teach myself how to fly back in 1988. I started with a Duraplane or Duraplane 40 with a 40 FP engine. I really wanted to teach myself how to fly. I was not successful. I was successful in buying a lot of different new high-speed needle valve assemblies for the 40 FP every time it went into the ground after 10 seconds. But that's just kind of how I am. I'm the type of person that I don't ask for help from people very often at all. I prefer to figure things out myself, do things on my own, and kind of carve my own path through life without a lot of extraneous intervention from others. And soliciting advice or asking for help with an issue on an engine or something in one of my videos, and there's a number of reasons for that. One is just the way I am. I'm not looking for advice or help with anything unless I specifically ask for it. And if I really need help and advice with anything, I have people that I can contact that I know personally that can help me. But the second thing is that many times when you're seeing the video, this is old news. I'm way past that point. I'm way past. I've either got it resolved or it's gone. I am not an engine collector, so if you're watching my videos for the first time and you're looking at a video from 7 years ago, I don't have that engine anymore. Period. More than likely it's gone. It's long gone. It's history. So I rotate through a lot of things. I'm not a collector. I don't have hundreds of engines, although over the course of all these years in this channel, this decade of making videos and my hobby life, I have touched and held and owned literally hundreds of engines. And here's another one. I don't own it, but I'm touching it. A nice Sato FA90T engine. So where I'm going with that is you won't typically see me asking for advice and those types of things in my videos, because most of the time when the video is posted and you're seeing it, like I said, that's a week old or more, and it's old news. I've moved past that. A lot of things come across my table in a very rapid fashion, and unless I specifically say this is going to be a series about an engine or something, chances are it's come and gone. Now, I do have engines in my inventory that I have right now, and I'll be probably keeping until such a time as I decide not to. And I do sell engines occasionally. In fact, I'll probably be putting out a video here very shortly because it's time to thin the fleet out a little bit, and I'll be offering engines up for sale for the viewers and subscribers first before I go and put them on eBay or Facebook or whatever. And that kind of brings me to the thing where if you have comments or questions that you need answered or something, send me an email. My email is very readily available via all YouTube creators have their email address, and all you have to do is go to the About screen and get that. In fact, I put out a video that's linked in this video on how to contact me. Email is the best way to contact me, period, because we can correspond with pictures and images, and I make time every morning and in the evenings to answer emails, and I am very good about answering email. I do not have the time to sit all day long and comment and respond to comments on videos. I just don't have the time to do that. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your level of information or knowledge is. So commenting on videos is not something I enjoy doing. It's not something I want to do. In fact, it may be something that I completely stop doing. If you want to contact me and try to get something in my busy schedule, emailing is the best and preferred way, because I'm simply just don't have the bandwidth to sit here and comment on videos, and I don't like doing that anyway. So that's the way to get a hold of me, and discuss, critical issues that you might have with your engine or whatever. So anyway, enough of that. That is my late August going into fall, and it feels like fall outside right now. Little blurb commentary about the channel, my experience, and what's going on. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching.